Boom, 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 boom. Yes, it's Friday. Friday, September 2nd, 2022. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, what else is going on? I'm being investigated. Hope they don't look too close. Wait, am I not live? It says I'm live, but I don't see it showing up on the YouTube side yet. What the heck? Uh, put a 1 in the comments if you can hear and see me. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. Look at the YouTube side. Oh, y'all got me over there. But when I go to the YouTube side, it's not showing up. That's weird. Okay, there it is now. I got it. I got it. That was weird. That's never happened before. I hope you're alive. I am alive. Look at me. Look, here I am. Yeah. Yeah. Tom joined the show, but he's still, I think he's still in the bathroom or something. So, what's going on? Lots going on here. A lot. Yeah. So we went yesterday. Well, before I tell the story, I'll get Tom on here. Who all's here? Hi, Beth. Hi, Jim. Hi, Lag. Hi, Reds. Mr. Sadie. Listing from the bathroom. uh, so, if you make listings from the bathroom, do your listings stink? Or is it just a shitty listing? uh, are your listings in the toilet? Morning, Brenda. We're having a happy Friday. Happy. Good morning, Craig. Getting ready for the party. You've always got a party going on. Are you building another water slide? What party are you getting ready for? The Democrat or Republican parties? Yeah, what a great speech our commander in chief gave yesterday. The Republicans are the MAGA, make America great again. I guess there's nothing wrong with making America great again. Except our president said it's a threat to democracy. You were inspired? Okay. Uh, dang. Dang. Make America great again is a threat to democracy. He said it right there in his speech. Uh, okay. That's enough. That's enough. I don't want to go too deep. Yeah, radical. Those are radical rightists. Oh my God.
Good morning.
Wait, I hear stirrings from the elderly Tom. Mudfish stew. Where'd you come up with that?
I just thought it'd be different today.
Mudfish stew. I'm under investigation.
For what?
See right there?
I see that.
I'm under investigation by the FBI.
Why?
All right. So the story goes, we got an appointment and went to get our TSA skip the line pass, and we had to drive all the way to Fort Worth to they had a little station set up in
Staples?
Staples there. So we went in and they got my phone number, they got my date of birth, they got my picture, they got my finger and thumb prints, all of them. They got my social security number. And I asked her, I said, are you going to ask me any tough questions in here, like what size are my underwear, or did I was I mean and dumped a girl in college or anything? She said, no, nothing like that. She really didn't even ask any questions. But I was surprised. I didn't know it, but to get approved for that, the FBI are the ones that do that approving.
Right.
They look at I guess they look at your criminal record or something. I don't know what they do. But does that mean you get to skip taking off your shoes and putting them in those bins and walking through the scanner X-ray machine, or?
I don't know. I haven't flown so long.
Anyway, when you show your documents when you check into a flight, that ought to be good enough. They can get all the information they need from that. Why do this extra step? Just so they can make the $85 that it cost
Yeah.
a piece.
I'm not sure where. I'm not sure.
So the pass is supposed to be good for what, 10 years? So any flights we get on between now and 10 years from now, we can just whip out our FBI badge. Hey, we passed. Oh, we're up to 6 on the desk, cats already, Lag says.
No, I don't have 6 cats. I only have 3.
Yeah, but you put the 1 down 6 times.
Oh, if she doesn't get out of my biscuit, I'm going to be down to 2. That's just for. Is that good just for international flights?
Oh, no, I'm sure it's domestic also.
TSA PreCheck provides expedited security screenings benefits from flights departing from U.S. airports. Global entry points, expedited U.S. customs screening for international air travelers when entering the United States.
So it makes your checking in and coming back
quicker,
a little faster.
Yeah.
Because I don't know which of the processes you get to skip.
See, when we were adopting the boys, we had to be cleared by the FBI.
Brenda says that's assuming you pass.
Yeah. We had to go down to the local FBI office, and they fingerprinted us and all that kind of stuff.
Shoot, my record's probably cleaner than my colon. I'm telling you. I've never been arrested. I've never.
I don't know. You've got all this. All of this. You got all this gold transactions. They might flare up on you.
I don't know in this. It's been 15 years since I went across the border in Mexico. Maybe longer. Yeah. At the border crossings, last time I went to Mexico, we were visiting Los Angeles and San Diego, and we drove down into Tijuana just to kind of look around and maybe do a little shopping. I think we bought some tequila or something. And the boys got a couple of trinkets, but when they came back, they just at the border they just stopped the car and say, "Do you have any illegal aliens that you're transporting back?" No. What was your trip to Mexico for? It was just to sightsee.
You know,
But that may have been 20 years ago. Did my president? What an
did he speak
idiot.
again last night?
Oh God, he raked the MAGA, the right, over the coals. He said it was a threat to democracy. He said, he just went off.
But you know, somebody wants
And he gave no evidence to back it up except the storming of the Capitol.
Okay, let's don't be casting any opinions now. We'll get your channel banned.
I know.
I'm
just,
you know, if somebody,
I'm just repeating what he said.
Yeah.
I'm not
modifying it
opinions about it. I'm just repeating what he said in his speech.
Where's hell Scott at?
It's radical.
Going back to getting into Mexico, if somebody's on the run and going, you know, and planning to go on the run,
sure I did, lag.
You can get on a cruise ship and go right into Mexico and just walk off the damn ship. You know, there is no.
Yeah, I guess it was just a year and a half ago we went to Cancun. That's Mexico. So, yeah, I've been to Mexico. They didn't. Yeah, we just got off the cruise ship. And
you just walk. You don't have to walk back onto it. You'll hold up everybody for about 30 minutes because you know they do a check, but no, they you could just walk off. You know, you could just walk off a cruise ship into Mexico and disappear.
Well, sure. And if you're not at the departure time, they'll just leave.
Yeah, they'll just drive off and leave you, or sail off and leave you.
Find your way home.
And if some of you people haven't ever watched it, there's these thing called dock runners on YouTube, and it's people that are late for getting back on the ship, and the ship is pulling away from the dock. Those people are running like hell, but once they cast off from the dock, it's too late. Or once they throw the lines off of the dock onto the boat, it's too late. So if you want to have a good laugh, it's a good laugh for us because we're not running. But if you want to have a good laugh, watch them.
Yeah, when we left that island on our last cruise, I sat on that side of the ship to face the island and just I thought, man, I want to see people running up here late, see if, but there weren't any. I suppose everybody got back on before I
Yeah,
sat down and started.
we
I wanted to see somebody do a mad dash.
we haven't ever seen any. Good morning, Val. Like your hair, dude. Um,
She's so cute.
we haven't seen anybody make a run for it too. But we're always, except when the boys went with us, we don't. We'll get off the ship and walk down to the shops at the end of the pier and do some shopping there. But so we finish shopping there and then go back on the ship, eat there.
Public drunken sex vids.
Kiss, you're just not right, son. But
it's raining right this instance.
is it?
Yeah, that's so weird now. It's been raining so much the last 2 weeks. My okra started putting out uh, okra pods again, so and the crepe myrtle trees around here, the bushes, trees, they're just beautiful now. They bloomed like crazy. But yeah, if a little of this rain had come just sporadically through the rest of the summer, because it was a drought here for, gosh, about 3 months. And all the grass died, and all the pecan trees are not going to put out any crops this year.
The what kind of trees?
Pecans. We got two pecan trees in our backyard,
Yeah,
and about 2 out of the 15 years we've lived here, they just put out a bumper crop. I mean, the rains came at the right time and such. But the other years, it's just been, if you pick up a few off the ground, count yourself lucky.
have you seen any photos of? Is it Lake Mead that's above the Hoover Dam?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, that sucker is low.
It's been that way, and it's been going down.
Yeah, they found a lot of bodies in that lake with concrete blocks around their ankles.
Probably so. Yeah.
Mr. Sadie, my mom makes a pecan cake, pound cake. Man, that sucker will make you kiss your grandma.
That's number 8. Time
Yeah.
to put the cat down.
Yeah, I've got a Bojangles biscuit wrapper here. You know, of course, it's laden with butter or fake butter, whatever they use. And Roxy's just losing her mind about it.
So, yeah, there's a lake up in the Texas Panhandle I grew up by and did a lot of fishing in. And it got droughty, and that lake went down so far they found an airplane that went down in it like 20 years before.
Wow.
And yeah, the corpses are still in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
We the lake that's right out here,
Remains.
Lake Wiley, they maintain it at a certain level because there's a nuclear power plant attached to it, so they have to keep it at not full pond, but at a normal rate. They'll suck the lakes up the system down just to keep this one full.
I can imagine the conversation before that plane down. Honey, let's take the plane lower with the lake and just look at the water up close. Splash.
Was it just a private plane?
Yeah, it was a private plane. I think there was the pilot and two others on board, and they just disappeared. And I mean, they knew almost immediately he had to be down in the lake
Right.
because there was no evidence of the plane. It just disappeared. So, and there's not much water in the Texas Panhandle on top of the ground. And if a plane just disappears in the Texas Panhandle, yeah, they're in Lake Meredith.
Well, I guess that blew all the conspiracy theories where the aliens swooped down and got them.
Yeah.
Did they? I mean, was there like an article in the paper about it or something telling the history of it?
Oh yeah. If you just Google Lake Meredith, Texas airplane,
Yeah.
and it was about 6, 7 years ago. The lake level got so low that the airplane was found.
Oh, damn, they're waiting around it. I've seen some pictures of it. They're waiting around, waiting. The water's so shallow around the plane crash.
Yeah. I think the bodies are still in there.
Let's see. It went down in 2008. It was Beechcraft Skipper was the type of plane. It took off in January 1984. We're on a 2-hour flight. Took off at 1:30 p.m. and never returned.
I'm sure they were just looking around and just, I don't know what, they don't know what caused them to go down in the lake. That's a long time ago.
It
But
says,
yeah, you were talking about Lake Mead going down so far that they'll find the bodies of ex-mobsters and stuff
yeah.
down in it.
It says that supposedly many of the time thought that the story of the plane crash was just that a story. Reports suggested that several people believed it to be nothing more than a rumor. It took 2 decades and one wicked drought to shed light on the unfortunate truth. I mean, seriously, did not anybody report that these people were missing?
Oh yeah. I never heard anybody say it was a rumor. I heard the reports that yeah, it went down. It's gone. New dinosaur tracks are uncovered at Dinosaur State Park. Huh. Where's that? I should know where that is.
When they found the plane crash, Lake Meredith was at 8% of its capacity of 5,000 square acre feet.
Yeah. Yeah, Lake Meredith's been as deep as 130 feet.
Yeah. Did I say 5,000 or it's 500,000 acre feet?
Yeah. When it's full, it's a big lake.
2 boys were canoeing and found the plane.
The the lake's come back up some since then.
There's a bomber out here in Lake Wylie somewhere along the main channel. Charlotte's airport, Charlotte Douglas, used to be Douglas Air Force Base back during the war. And they were training bomber runners out here, and they would swoop down over the lake and, practice making runs. And one crashed. There was no live bombs on it. So
Gwen looks like a drowned rat. She was out on her morning walk when it started raining, and she get the stringy hair and her shirt's all wet. Looks like
you're supposed to start throwing $1 bills when she comes in now with that wet shirt on. You're supposed to start throwing dollar bills at her.
Yeah, Gwen, come and get your dollar bills. I'll put them in your waistline for the wet T-shirt contest. How much am I going to give you? Let's see what I got. Wait, let me get my billfold. How much have I got? I got receipts from yesterday paying the FBI. I got $2. No, I got $3. Wait, I get to see more for $3 than you're showing right this second.
Gwen, you were supposed to have done like Jane Jetson. You were supposed to grab up his wallet and leave us.
I know.
That's
Tom just said you were supposed to grab my wallet like Joan Jetson. Is it Joan Jetson? Is that her name?
Jane Jetson.
Jane Jetson.
In the intro of it, George starts to hand her some money, and she grabs his wallet. Old school.
Hey, Mark. Mark's here. I'm sure Mark is really impressed with the president's speech yesterday.
Is that sarcastic?
Yeah, Mark is. Yeah. You look at Mark's videos, and in the background, he's got a Rambo picture holding a automatic weapon, and President Trump's face is the face of it. He's not the real president. I know.
I just want another year and a half go by, so we're done with him. Everybody's going to have to grin and bear it like it's the Great Depression, and hopefully we'll have something better to work with. When you're supposed to find out whether you've been cleared for TSA or not?
I think they said, how long did they say for the TSA pass? 3 to 8 days.
That's not bad.
They're just going to email it to us. So I hope I don't go through my emails deleting stuff and delete it.
We'll pay attention.
Yes, sir.
See, all that stuff goes to Roberta, because she doesn't throw away anything unless it's definitely, she's scanned it and it's definitely junk mail.
Yeah. We got 2-for-1 steaks at the grocery store yesterday.
Cool.
But it was, ribeyes were $13 a pound. So that brought it down to $7.50 a pound, which is pretty good for ribeyes. But I remember when they would put, it's not been very long, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, they would put ribeyes on sale and you could get them for like $4 a pound. I bet they haven't sold a lot of steak just because, God, it's getting where people can't afford it. So they sell a lot of hamburger, but then they have all these steaks that nobody can afford to buy.
Is Anissa in Pennsylvania? I can never remember where she's at. I always thought she was in California, but she's not in Cali. Yeah, that's like over at Myrtle Beach back before it became, way back yonder. Uh, they used to do gunnery runs down the beach. And for the longest time, people would start cutting down trees and their chainsaws would cut into a bullet, the head of it, whatever you want to call it. And I think it's been so long since all the big trees have been cut out and whatnot, but yeah, they had a lot. But yeah, there's bombs. That's not too cool.
No, we got them here. In fact, we went to auction pickup on Monday to pick up all the stuff that I bought at the auction. And GPS took us the wrong way, and we turned and went into Fort Hood Military Base on their
Right.
roads. I don't know why GPS took us there. We actually got like 13 miles onto the base, and then we came to a gate. He said, I can't let you in here." I said, "Is there a shortcut to get back to the real highway?" And he said, "Well, I'm new at Fort Hood." And this guy talking to us, he might have been 18 and a half. He said, "Let me go get my buddy." And his buddy came out, and he looked just as young. His buddy came out and tried to give us directions. So we said, "Okay, thanks." And we just turned around and took off. But anyway, while we were going down the roads in Fort Hood, I slowed down and took this picture. Unexploded ordnance. Do not enter. And danger. Laser range in use.
Well, I'll tell you
So,
what, if you ever get to go to Orlando to the well, it's not Orlando, it's Cocoa Beach where the shuttle they do other kind of launches now, but it used to be the shuttle launches. If you ever go down there for any kind of launch and you're allowed on the base, which there's this big long road that runs down to an observation area, they tell you to stay in your car. You better stay in your car. Because when Roberta and I went to see a shuttle launch one time, it launched at 3:00 in the morning. Is he escorting you back?
no, we were just driving down the road and we got behind two big ass armored vehicles. So I thought, I'm going to film some of this. I may get arrested for filming on a military base, but look at that. There's a machine gun on top, and in that thing next to it, there's a guy sitting there.
But we
And
were
they were
sitting there in the line waiting to get on, get up to the observation deck to park,
there's two of them. You
observation
see these?
area to park, and some guys, a couple of cars in front of us, got out, and you could tell they had been partying. They were celebrating the shuttle launch, and it's 3:00 in the morning, and all of a sudden, a Suburban and two Jeeps came from. I don't know where the hell they came from, and a bunch of guys got out of them carrying machine guns and asked them nicely to get back in their cars and stay in their cars.
These guys were driving slow, man. They were going like the speed limit on this road was like 50, and they were going like 30.
I don't know whether any of you saw it or not, but I had a video of departing Charleston on a cruise ship, and there was a gunboat running beside us. I guess I don't know whether he was escorting us out of the harbor or what, but it looked like one of the big rubber raft typey. And there was a guy sitting up in the front of it with a machine gun. The big machine guns that's mounted. I'm like, that sucker probably could cut this cruise ship apart.
Chesapeake Bay, dang. That's close to a lot of
People.
Yeah. Here, I'll put the link in the side chat if anybody else wants to come on. And I see Harry Humstone over there. He's pretty neat. Get him on here. Or Mark, anybody that wants to come on and talk. Do some yammering with us. But it was fascinating being on that. It's been a long time since I've been on a military base.
Back when I was a little boy, because I grew up in Goose Creek, which is a suburb of Charleston, South Carolina. We had a big Navy base over there, and at Christmas time they would decorate the ships with lights and all that kind of stuff. And what they would do is that you could go over there and you'd drive down the concrete wharf, and you could see all the ships all decorated and whatnot. They wouldn't do that now for all the money in California. But
there's money in California? I thought California was just in debt.
They're broke.
Wow, it's raining again. So, I wonder if my FBI investigation will show video of me going down the roads at Fort Hood. Fort Hood is huge. It's like thousands of square miles. I don't know why GPS lady took us down the back roads through Fort Hood, but she did.
Well, that's like
having to turn around and go back.
In 2016, when Sasha graduated from high school, we went on a cruise and we drove to Tampa, and the GPS on that damn Yukon kept wanting us turn right here. There was no place to turn. It might have used to been a street, but now it was a pedestrian walkway. It had park benches on it and all that kind of stuff. But that could just because it was a General Motors product.
Uh-oh. Jenny just went out the doggy door. She won't go out in the yard when it's raining, so she does her little business right there on the back porch, which is nasty. I guess I would too. I wouldn't want to go out in the rain to take a poop. But she won't hold it. She'll just go right there on the back porch.
You all packed and ready to go on your trip?
Oh, hell no. I got all the stuff I need to take, but I don't. None of it's packed. I always wear blue jeans, but they weigh so much, and you're only allowed what 50 pounds in your main
Right.
bag. It's going to be tough. I mean, for 2 weeks, you can't carry one pair of jeans per day. I mean, that would be all I could get in the suitcase, you
Well,
know.
buy you some over when you get over there. You're going to be in Italy. You can get you some of them skinny Italian cut boots. I mean, jeans and.
Yeah, I could wear shorts like Richard Simmons and get a bunch in there probably. Wouldn't that be great? Wearing pink shorts in Italy.
Please don't. American tourists already have a bad name in Europe. I ended up playing a violin and with a wood.
Gwen was telling me that when Italians go out, they like to dress up, even just going out shopping or something. So I'm just gonna look like hell compared to them, I guess.
Well, when we were in Eastern Europe, Russia, Ukraine, Odessa, uh, another one. I can't. It just slipped my mind. Um, Teenagers and kids were dressed to the T all the time. I never, we didn't get into the like in a suburb where kids are playing and that kind of stuff. But when they, Todd, shut the bathroom door.
I'm getting a video of the rain, man. It's coming down.
um,
Sorry about that. It's loud out there where the rain's coming off the roof.
it was coming loud and clear here, but the kids were always dressed. Todd in shorty shorts.
That's not showing up very well.
Well, you can
It's
tell it's coming down out there.
pouring out there. See, look. Can you see what part got
Yeah,
water on the lawn and which part just died during the drought?
yeah.
And
Well,
there's been
maybe
a
it'll
lot of
green up.
it's been a lot of rain lately, but I don't know that stuff over there it just died, died, died.
Do you see what sarcastic said? That's what I was saying. Shut the bathroom door.
Mark said, "I thought you were pissing, Todd."
That's what I said. That's what I said. That's the reason I said, because it started all of a sudden. I'm like, shut the bathroom door.
Yeah, Mark found a violin in a storage unit, and he took it to a music store to see if he could trade it in for cash, and they said they didn't want it. So he just took that violin and just destroyed it. It's a good video he did. It's funny.
Well, it must have been, was it, what is it, like student violins that are real cheap?
Yeah, it's a cheap student violin. But I would have donated it to like a school music program or something. Just in here, take this. But he just had some fun and just smashed it to smithereens.
It's,
Yeah, Bigfoot's out there. I have to do a video about Bigfoot being in our town. There's several farms and properties around that have silhouettes of Bigfoot walking around in the middle of their field.
Right.
I, I
Well,
don't know what.
Roberta's hometown um, has the Bigfoot festival every year.
So while at Staples, I finally got a new office chair. Got one on sale, and now it's sitting over there. And I got it out of the box yesterday. Golly, you talk about some assembly required. I bet there's 70 different pieces you got to put together and screw together and put
What
wheel.
did you
Put.
buy?
I bought it's like a black and blue gamers
Okay.
style chair.
Does it have the footrest on it?
No,
Okay.
but it's pretty swanky. It tilts way back, man. I could take a good nap in that chair.
Okay. Where is Todrick at?
But the office chair I've been using for years now. I got it at an auction for like $2 or something.
This one was
At an auction for like $2.
the one I'm sitting in was $2.99 at at um at the Goodwill. Just so you wouldn't don't think I was lying. That's the link to the Bigfoot, the Marion Bigfoot Festival. So if any of y'all are in the Marion, North Carolina, Asheville, North Carolina area, next year in May, be sure and stop in there.
Yeah, that's true, Craig. Seems like all the big YouTubers have a really fancy gamer chair they sit in for part of their videos.
Well, I found one that I would like to have if I had $900 to spend on it. That sucker was nice.
I bet.
It was wide. When you sat down in it, it didn't have the least bit of flex like it was trying to compress. It was just a really comfortable chair. But you're right. It seems like everybody's got the gamer chairs now.
So yeah, I got it. It was regularly like a $260 chair, and they had it marked on sale for $159. And then when we got through with our TSA pass, she gave us a 20% off coupon to use in that Staples. So I got another 20% off. So that chair only cost me like $130.
Wow.
But yeah, I haven't had a real office chair. I've never had a real office chair. The one I had at school was just, something cheap they got. School supply office chair.
I'm with you, Harry. He said he paid $5 for his yard
Yeah,
sale.
the one I've sat in for 10 years here doing YouTube has been, I paid maybe $2 for it at an auction. Shoot, that auction, you could buy a whole row of 8 or 10 office chairs for $10 or something. They just wanted rid of them. They're not really worth anything once they've got a little wear on them.
Yeah. I'm really thinking about which I'm going to get me a new desk or new table / desk. But I want one that sits high, like a counter height, and get me a drafting stool to sit at it because my knees just gets sitting down and standing back up gets the aching after a while.
That's probably good, Mark. Your body can't get just like twisted out of shape sitting in the same chair all the time.
No, I don't want an electric sit stand. I want one. I'd raise it up all the time because I would get me a drafting stool, which it looks like an office chair, only it's high up off the ground. Um, Sam's has this work desk. It's pricey. It's about $249. It's the
Hmm.
length of a like a buffet table, banquet table, these portable ones. But you can raise it up and down, and it's heavy duty. Because I want to redo my monitor setup, and this little flimsy desktop will not handle it. But yeah, there's some nice sit down. There's some nice electric stand up desks. You know what we're talking about, Todd? Todd,
Huh.
do you know what we're talking about? The electric
Yeah.
stand up desk? Okay, just checking. Yeah, it's an adjustable workbench, but it's really heavy duty.
Huh. Stocks are higher after the jobs report.
Really? Are you still in the green? Cool.
Well, it just barely got back to the green yesterday, but now it's up even more.
Good.
I mean, it's not big up, it's just up a little bit. Let's see
Why
what
don't
my
you go get me
favorite
some Coca-Cola?
Amazon stock is doing.
Hey, go get me a Coca-Cola.
Amazon is up slightly, 1.3%. Or 1.3 points, not percent.
Where's the gold and silver at?
They came back up a little bit. Man, they've
Good.
been going down.
Yeah.
Gold and silver has. Let's see what it's doing. It'll come up in a second.
Like you hope they go down. There's a lot of people's retirement is key to that Ponzi scheme.
Mm-hmm. He wants it to go down so he can buy back in. All right, gold is up. No, silver's up 14 cents an ounce. It's up a little bit. See what gold is doing. Gold went back above 1700. Gold is up $13 an ounce this morning. Man, it got both the metals just got beat back the last couple of weeks. You never sold any of your stocks, Lag? Of course, Lag, he buys individual stocks that probably Lag was talking about his oil company stocks that made a lot of money during when the gasoline prices went so high.
Well, see, gas would not be as expensive if we had more Buc-ee's out there. You know, Harry,
Uh,
I just think
I bet they've come down a little bit, Lag. Price of oil has gone down some.
because I
10%.
Buc-ee's in Georgia got sued from the other retailers because they were selling their gas cheaper than they can buy it. And one of the muckety mucks at the gas at Bucky said, "We don't make any money off of gas. It's we make our money off of those $35 ball caps and those $20 T-shirts and stuff like that. The gas is just to be an incentive to get people to stop in. I'll go ahead and get some gas while I'm spending $300 on merch."
Yeah, it's hard to go in Bucky's and not just come out spending $40, $50, $100 on just stuff. You gotta have a package of beef jerky, and you gotta have 2 bags of beaver nuggets, and you gotta have a barbecue sandwich, and everybody's gotta have the 74-ounce drink from the drink fountain.
Yeah, the mega gulp from the Slurpee wall.
Yeah. So when you leave Bucky's, everybody has drank so much of their Bucky's drink that you got to pull over and let everybody pee in about 40 minutes after you leave Bucky's.
That's right.
They're building another Bucky's not too far from here.
Yeah, they're building one in North Carolina somewhere.
I'm like, there's enough Bucky's. They don't really need to put one in Hillsboro, but they are.
Yeah, Junk Trader, and I like Cracker Barrel. I like their fried chicken livers. I don't care about all the crap.
The only reason Cracker Barrel food prices are low is because they're making a ton of money in their little gift shop.
Yeah, because you know what? All those Mamaws and Papaws, they stop there. Well, let me get my little grandson Stewie a little something, or all that candy they have in the store, because they have some good candy.
And they're masters at having theme stuff out there. Buy this for Mother's Day, and buy this for Christmas, and buy this for Halloween, and buy this for...
Yeah, their Christmas section, they have all kinds of ornaments.
Trinkets and doodads. All that stuff shows up at estate sales for sale.
And there's some folks in our circle of friendships on the YouTubes. They don't particularly care for Cracker Barrel for various reasons.
What are fuel prices? Ours, in our small town, Central Texas, is $3.25 a gallon. But in Fort Worth, yesterday you could buy gasoline for $3.12 a gallon.
Ours is like $3.49, give or take 5 cents, depending where you're at in the city. Now you can go to Sam's and get it for about $3.20 something. If you've got a Sam's that's got gas pumps, go check them out. And if you're a Sam's Club member.
But our local grocery store gives us points for shopping, so
that's what
the last day of the month they give you 30 gallons of gasoline at $1 off.
Wow.
So so we bought gas at the end of the month for $2.25 a gallon with the points. Yeah, we thought we were getting a bargain. That was the price of gas 2 years ago.
Yeah, Roberta loves chicken and dumplings, Anissa. I couldn't tell you how much we paid to fill up our cars, because if I'm out I top off the tank. I just, if it gets down to like getting close to half a tank, I go ahead and fill up.
Yeah,
Just to keep.
Mark's got the same opinion of gold and silver I do.
Yeah.
Eventually, someday down the road, they won't be able to kick the can any farther before they just crash the financial system.
Brenda,
But
where are you
hey,
at?
I thought the financial system was going to crash in 2009, so they made it this far past then.
The way I figure it, gold and silver, you buy it if you can afford to buy it, um, and you stick it away and forget about it. That's my opinion. Are you in Western New York? You're over in the.
Gold has been to what 2000
Yeah.
during the for a while. It'll get back there. I have no doubt. And then if the shit hits the fan, it's really going to skyrocket.
I don't know about where y'all live at, but in here around the Charlotte metro area, they have brought online like 1,500 storage units because there was a shortage. I'm afraid that if the economy takes a nosedive like they say it's going to do, you'll be able to buy a storage locker for nothing because there'll be so many that'll come available, at auction. That's my opinion. I could be wrong because if people had stuff in these storage units that they were using, they'd have them in their house, not in a storage unit someplace.
Well, yeah, except for the people who died and their stuff is in the storage unit.
Yeah. But like I
Or
said before, I've bought storage units and the bill on them are like $500, and there's not $100 worth of stuff in those bins. It's like you should have just got rid of the damn thing and got rid of the crap that was in it, and not worried about paying rent.
yeah,
But I'm serious. We have so many around here. They're still building more storage units, and I guess that's because people are living in small houses now. And they inherited something from great aunt Esmeralda, and she won't, they don't want to get rid of it.
yeah, virtually all of the storage units I've bought, the person that owned it either died or they got sent to jail or they got evicted from like an apartment. You could tell they just threw everything from their apartment into a storage unit.
It was a midnight move out.
And, I mean, what choice do you have if you get evicted from an apartment? Do you just throw all your stuff away or do you rent a storage unit? And I'm sure the person is thinking, oh, it'll only take me a month or two to get back on my feet and then I'll go get my stuff. But it's kind of sad. So many are just, no. They left their stuff here 4 years ago and they're not coming back.
Yeah. And around here, you They around here they don't waste any time anymore.
Yeah,
One
one of
time,
the storage unit auctions I went to, you could tell there had been like a medical facility closed down, a clinic or something, because there was all sorts of like uh, medical cubicle stuff, and you could tell what the people had done. They just put all that stuff in storage and then just quit paying, and it was just worthless crap. But they probably couldn't just take it to the dump. So, but nobody bought, nobody would buy those units.
I bought
I
one.
don't know what they wound up doing with all that stuff because nobody bought any of those units.
I bought one unit one time, and I think it was used as a pharmaceutical manufacturing facility. And I called a friend of mine that's with the CMPD, and I said, "This." I said, "This is off the record." I called him on his private phone. I said, "This is off the record. Are you going to be available anytime today?" And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I bought a storage unit, and I want you to come look at it and tell me what you think." And dang, he showed up. He said, "What time are you going to be there?" I said, "Well, I can be there anytime you want to." And he said, "How about 30 minutes?" And so I got over there, and then if he didn't show up with another cop who was from the drug people. And the other guy, he was walking around swiping these little testing strips
Oh yeah.
on everything. He said, "I don't see anything in here, any actual drugs and stuff like that." But he said, "Yeah, I believe they had a little production facility going in here." And I said, "What should I do with it?" He said, "Just wash everything good before you sell it." And then he walked up to. I found out from the manager that this other cop walked up to the front and was getting some information from him. And so I don't know whether they were going to check into the bloke that had it or not. But uh,
Yeah, 4 or 5 months ago, Mark got into a locker that had a ton of jewelry in it. Jeez, good jewelry. And then he went and spent it on gold Krugerrands.
so he sold all that and then reinvested it in
Yep.
coins. Cool, 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 cool. Well, I guess Scott's out busy today, and Tara's gotten too uppity. She can't come on it anymore. And
Yeah, I sure do miss Sally and Valerie doing the
yeah,
show. But I don't know. Times change. People move on, do other things.
he says he never sells gold or silver. So do you do some trading? If you don't mind me asking. If you do, just say I prefer not to talk about it.
I don't sell the investment gold and silver. I sell the jewelry out the
Well,
wazoo.
that's what I meant when I said he sells it and reinvests it in
Yeah,
coins and whatnot.
you're kind of crazy if you don't sell the jewelry because it's it's got on top of the gold and silver value, it's got value as a wearable piece of jewelry. You know,
Yeah.
there's a premium way above the value of the gold and silver. How's Sally? I think Sally's fine. She got her a new man.
She got her a bow.
Yeah, she was talking about him. He drives a Harley and he opens the door for me like a gentleman. I'm like, well, good for you. So she's probably between her work and her eBay and her new man, she probably just doesn't have time to come on and chit chat on a show.
Yeah, and she was working some funky hours there for a while too, so she's probably ready to go to bed when she gets home. A sugar daddy. Let's don't be ugly now.
Sugar daddy. I don't know about that.
I wish I could find me a sugar mama. That would
Oh,
keep me up in the style I'd like to become accustomed
come
to.
on, you're rich. You're going on a Panamanian cruise this summer
Yeah, but that's
or this fall.
not well. Actually, in the winter, and it's getting late. So before we sign off, I'm, a couple of years ago, before the bug hit, we were going to do a. We were working on doing a group cruise, not as a business thing. It's just getting all these people together that we see and we talk to all together and have a good time. And um,
Yeah, I
is
could do a
anybody
short one.
is anybody interested in that? Doing it, trying to get it together again for like next October? Since Todd doesn't want to do it during the summer because it's too damn hot. See, y'all think about it. Y'all think about it and let me know. Um,
I don't think Sally's completely done with the show, but she's been busy, busy, busy.
yeah, and that's the way things are. It changes.
Pandemic.
The pandemic, yeah. Um, can you bring your zip code 33? Well, if you want to,
I don't see how you would haul a fish up that high up onto one of the,
you'd have to go to
you
you'd
know,
have to have one of those cabins in the back of the the ship and kind of like troll.
the open decks where you can open a window and drop a line down. They got to be like 50 feet above the water.
Oh, the hell, they got yeah.
Can you imagine somebody hauling a fish up
What the hell is
50
that?
feet with a Zebco 33 above and dragging it in the window of a cruise ship?
The Zipco 33s, were those the ones that was like the little round ones with the they were started off plastic and I think they started adding some aluminum pieces to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I think all of the 33s were like real thin metal.
where are they?
We should have one here somewhere.
Like they kind of frown on bringing weapons onto the ships. Anyway, y'all think about it, and if there's an interest in it, then I'll get some numbers together. And it would
Yeah,
probably
I
be out.
mean,
It'd probably be out of Galveston because, like I said, I was trying to do if we did it one time and we liked it, wanted to do it again, then the next year we'd like draw cards for East or West Coast.
yeah, Harry, the Zebco 202s were the plastic body ones, I think.
Okay. So it'd probably be out of Galveston.
I hooked
The
about
first
a
one.
4 pound bass one time on a Zebco 33, and it stripped the little gears on the inside. I mean, it just.
My
And the fish.
niece my niece was little and my dad had bought her one of these little Barbie Zebcos. And they would sit on the wall, the retaining wall at his house. 34 years. Wow, Mr. Sadie. You were young when you got married. Because you're only like 52 or something like that, aren't you? 54? But my niece locked onto a catfish with that little thing. And it, you know how it zing as this, yeah, it swims away and it's pulling the line off of it. My dad grabbed it from her and just kind of like spun the twisted the end of the tip of the rod so it wrapped the line around it, and then just basically just drug the catfish on the up on the shore with it. Oh, okay. You so you joined the discount club.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been married, what, 36, 37 years? Something like that.
Let's see.
But heck, I was 30 years old when I got married to Gwen. Yeah, so I guess
Shh,
37 this December.
dang it, hate it. Now I wasn't shooing you. I was shooing myself because I messed up.
No. Hey Sadie, I played last night. I went all in with an ace 10. Well, I went all in after the flop. I got ace 10. The other player got, I don't know what he had to start with. And the flop came ace 9-3 or something like that. No, ace 8-3. And so I bet some because I had a pair of aces.
How does
And the other guy called. And then the turn card was another ace. So I was sitting there with 3 aces. So I bet quite a bit. And the other player came back and put me all in. So I called. And he made a low straight on the river.
dang?
I'm always getting river beat by something stupid. He had his whole cards were like 7-8, something like that. And I was like, and he made it straight on the river. I'm like, good God. No, he turned it straight. No, he didn't turn it straight. He had a open-ended straight draw on the turn, and he put me all in with that. And he lucked out and got one of the 8 cards that would finish it.
Now let me ask you this. Now, I'm assuming y'all played real in real time, real world at a table of 5 card. How does the casino make any money off of that? Because they don't play, correct?
On a live table,
Yeah.
they drag some chips off of every pot that's played, off of
Oh, do
every
they?
hand. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to figure that out. I didn't know whether they were.
Yeah, the dealer, once all the antes are in, they take a chip out of the pile and put it on
The
a
house
little
pile.
spring-loaded door thing, and then they trip the switch and that chip drops down. So, yeah, the casino is dragging chips off the table every hand.
Oh, okay. I was
And
just
as the
wondering.
hands increase in size, they'll go ahead and drag another chip or 2 off the pot.
I was just wondering how they did that because they, since they're not actually playing a hand. Are you taking your the love of your life off someplace nice for the weekend, Mr. Sadie?
Sadie's been busy. He said he's been working his side gig too. You been playing in your band, Sadie? Yeah, thanks, Lag. I'm 78. No, I'm not quite that old. I'm pretty old, but I'm not 78 yet. Yeah, I need to get off of here and take my little one sale to the post office, and then
Should
start
be
assembling this chairs. It looks like a kit you get from
IKEA.
IKEA. Yeah.
Dang, there should. Yeah, there can be a few pieces. When I worked at Staples, there was a guy that bought this chair, and he said, "Oh, I can put it together." We were running a sale on assembly for $9.99, and he said, "Oh, I can put it together." In about an hour, he came back with all the parts in a box, and he said, "I'll pay full price. Just put this damn thing together." And it didn't take 10 minutes, and we were wheeling it back to the front for him to take on with him. He said, "How did y'all do this?" And I said, "Well, when you do 10 a day, you get pretty good at it. You lay everything out in a certain place," because we had a warehouse that we assemble them in. And he would you get kind of good at it. It's like Bridget. Bridget can do a listing in like 3 minutes because she does 100 of them a day. She's good at it. Where everybody else, it takes forever to get them done.
Yeah, that's this is going to be a pain in the ass though, because look at
That's
each
not
one of
bad.
those compartments has like 4 or 5 screws in it that you got to put the chair together with.
Dang.
And
Well,
spacers.
just sit down, get you a cup of coffee, and sit down on the floor and put it together. Take your time.
Barton gaming chair. Instruction manual.
What color is it? Red or blue?
It's black with blue on it. Looks like
a
looks
racing
like a
car
gaming
seat.
chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a cool designs on it. Makes video. Yeah, I think I will do a video of the.
Yeah, just set the camera up and record it. All right, Todd. I'm gonna let. I got to get out of here.
All right.
Have a
Tom's
great.
abandoning the show, so we'll see you on Monday. You
Yeah.
want to do the show on Monday, or you want me to?
Well, why don't you do it on Monday and I'll do it on Tuesday?
All right, folks. Have a great weekend. Labor Day, Monday. I guess we'll do a show on Labor Day.
Oh, that's right. Monday is Labor Day. If you feel like it. If I hear ka-ding ding where you've posted the link in the Facebook group, I'll see about coming on.
Yeah, we can rant some more about
everything.
How labor is not treated the same as it was a couple of years ago.
The Liars Club's what the nation needs to be called in the morning. Yeah. That's there used to be a bunch of old men that used to get together for biscuits at a store near where I used to work at, and every morning, and the ladies running the store, which had they made biscuits and things like that. She always called them the Liars Club because this group of old men, because they'd stay in there a couple hours just talking, gossiping like a bunch of old women. Bye, y'all.
Be good.